The Cyberpunk Edgerunners anime on Netflix was absolutely amazing. And if you're like me, that's probably why you're taking another look at Cyberpunk 2077. After watching Edgerunners, I was really inspired to go back to the game and remake one of my favorite builds, and to really tailor it around the character Lucy from the anime. Now in the anime, Lucy uses what's called a monowire to incredible effect. And in Cyberpunk 2077, the monowire is actually incredibly powerful, especially after the 1.5 and 1.6 update. Now not only is the monowire incredibly powerful, but being a netrunner like Lucy can be insanely overpowered. So in this video, we're going to be making what is essentially an invincible, overpowered Lucy build that is going to be so much fun to play, and I really do hope you all enjoy it. Now the great thing about this Lucy build is it's incredibly versatile, and it's going to be one of the best ones that you can make in the game. Now we could walk up and completely destroy everything with the monowire if we wanted to, but the great thing about being a netrunner is you don't even have to go anywhere near anybody, and you never even have to be seen. It's just amazing. Now I am going to be going over all of the equipment, items, cyberware, and abilities that you'll need to be able to achieve this build in the video, but do keep in mind while I will be showing off all the legendary items in the game for this, that you can build this really well without needing the legendary things as well, so that way you can build it as you progress through the game. Now, unfortunately, it does seem like they removed all the ways to get the legendary monowire for free, so you're going to have to head to the city center downtown to this Ripper dock right here. It is unfortunate that we have to actually buy it, but if anybody does find a way to get one for free from like a Cyber Psycho or something like that, please let me know in the comments, but this is where you can buy the monowire as well as mantis blades and things like that. Now there is a lot of cyberware that we're going to need to get to complete this build, and if you go down to Pacifica to the West Wind Apartments, there's another Ripper dock right here who's going to have some more things that you're going to want to buy. If you go into the frontal cortex area, there's going to be a legendary cyberware that you're going to want to get that increases your Cyberdeck's RAM capacity by 5. I also have this memory boost, which defeating an enemy instantly recovers 3 Cyberdeck RAM units. And then there's also this one here, the Camillo RAM Manager, which has when your Cyberdeck's RAM reaches 2, you instantly free 30% of your total RAM, but that's a 4-minute cooldown. Now the last and arguably most important cyberware upgrade is going to come from the Ripper dock in Haywood Wellsprings. And if you fast travel to the pumping station here, you can get right next to the Ripper dock. Once you're here, you're going to want to go to the Cyberdeck, and you're going to want to pick up the Netwatch NetDriver Mark V. This is by far the best Cyberdeck in the game, and it's because it allows you to not only target a single person with your quick hacks, but allows it to spread up to more targets, which is incredibly important. It also has very high RAM recovery, and it increases the damage from your quick hacks, so it is amazing. With this Cyberdeck equipped, you can pretty much take down everything in the game instantly without even having to try. And what's great is if you just hit the tab button and then tap F real quick, you can actually load these up while on the move and really just take down everything. You can actually stealth pretty well with this too, and the great thing about it is with the skills, you're able to basically refresh your Cyberdeck RAM instantly. But now that we have all of these cyberware that we need to get into the skills that are going to make you essentially invulnerable and have unlimited RAM, so that way you can quick hack your way to victory. Now before we go into all of the abilities and perks that you're going to need to make this build work, we can get into a little bit of exactly how you're going to be playing this. Now obviously you can still use guns if you so desire, they're still super powerful and everything like that, but we're going to mostly be using our monowire and quick hacking. Now, the quick hack that we're going to use is really, really good. You can actually get it by crafting, and what we're going to be using is this one called Short Circuit. You can see here that it does 11,195 damage a second. It's absolutely insane. And when passive while equipped, crit hits with any weapon apply this quick hack's tier 1 effect, which means even when you're not using the quick hack itself, any weapon that you're getting a critical hit with will apply this damage on top of it, which is insanely overpowered. That goes with your monowire as well. It's time to finally go over all of the abilities and perks that you're going to want to get for this particular build. Now, after the 1.5 update, they actually had the monowire scale off of the blades attribute, which is really interesting and made the monowire incredibly powerful. We're going to want to get the majority of these in this area. One of the specific ones we definitely want is Deathbolt. This has while wielding a blade, defeating an enemy restores 20% health and increases movement speed by 30% for 5 seconds, which is pretty amazing. You're also going to want to make sure to get the Blessed Blade, which increases your crit chance with blades by 10%, because then our blades will trigger our quick hack to activate on top of them, increasing the damage even more. There's another one that's going to help you recover health as well, which is called the Bloodlust. While wielding a blade, recover 4% health when hitting an enemy affected by bleeding, which, as long as you've got the bleeding abilities here, you're going to be essentially having infinite health when using your monowire. Now, if you want to have that, you definitely need to get the Crimson Dance, which has combos with blades have a 30% chance to apply bleeding at level 2. Now, that's pretty much everything I got inside of the reflexes. I just wanted to focus in on the blades, but then we're going to go into body, and we're going to get a few different things inside of here in the athletics. Really, this is about focusing on health, health recovery, and stamina. We also want to make sure to increase our melee damage with the Steel and Chrome. And then Tenacious V also has getting hit does not interrupt health regeneration, which is really nice. You want to increase your armor and defenses as much as you can in here, your health regen, pretty much anything in here that's going to make you healthier, stronger, and more invincible. Then we want to get the stuff inside of Cool. The real important one is going to be in the Cold-Blooded area, but there are a couple of things here in the Ninjutsu that's going to help as well. So upon entering combat, crit chance increases by 20% for 7 seconds. You know why that's important. And then deal 15% more damage to human enemies. Inside of Cold-Blooded, we pretty much want to get almost everything. Obviously, we want to get 3 levels of Cold-Blooded, which is after defeating an enemy, gain Cold Blood for 7 seconds, which increases your movement speed by 2% and stacks up to 3 times, but there's other effects that we can add on to this. We can increase all of our resistances by 6% per stack, reduce quick hack cooldowns by 6% per stack, which is incredibly important, and then stacks of Cold Blood are removed one at a time instead of all at once. Landing a critical hit has a 50% chance of applying a stack of Cold Blood, which is really important. Pain is an illusion, reduces your damage taken by 5%. Inside of Intelligence, we're going to need to get quite a few different things. We're going to focus on Breach Protocol first. You're going to want to get the Mass Vulnerability, and you're really going to want to make sure to pick up Mass Vulnerability Quick Hacks. This upgrades it to allow enemies on the network to take 30% more damage from Quick Hacks. You're also going to want to get the Total Recall, both of them. It's going to reduce your Quick Hack RAM cost by 2 total if you get both. Those are going to be the most important in here. Then inside of Quick Hacking, there's some things that we definitely need to get, obviously. So we need Bloodware level 3, so Quick Hacks deal 30% more damage. And then a Critical Error. Quick Hacks can now deal critical hits based on your crit chance and crit damage stats, which is really good. Then we've got Diffusion. This is going to allow it to spread to more people. And then reduces the cost of quick hacks by 1 with optimization. We're pretty much just going to want to get everything in here that I've got listed because it's all really, really good. It's all about reducing the cost, cooldowns, and increasing the damage of your quick hacks. So that does pretty much so that pretty much gets us the entire build. So that pretty much gets us everything that we need to... So that gets us everything that we need to create a really amazing Lucy build in Cyberpunk 2077. I really do hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of the build in the comments, and I hope you all enjoy your time in Night City.